Stupid logo. Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And look, with OP13 hitting the streets literally in a month, I think it's time for us to talk about Imu. I think it's time for us to tell you guys why everybody's probably going to quit once this set does hit the streets, and that's a fact, not an opinion.
Fact. You tell that big red boy I quit.
Yes, you heard me right. It's been a while since I made a video, but a motherfucker's back, and I'm here for some drama. I'm here for some controversy. I'm here to sip some tea, gang. And why not else talk about Imu? Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Today's video, we are going to be talking about something we've seen on Reddit. I seen a while ago, Imu and its associated cards. What do y'all think? What do the people think? I'm going to build it either way as I main Bello Betty currently, but I want to see what the current talk is. I'm going to tell you right now, this deck alone, just these two cards, you guys see them right here, these two cards alone, these cards are going to make a lot of motherfuckers quit in the street, and that's a fact, not an opinion. Especially this card right here, because once you bring out this card, you literally end up spinning the block, having KO immune, literally Kuzan's on the board. It's just so many effects going on at once, and then on top of all of it, you can't even interact with his board unless you attack into it. What? So yeah, I feel like this deck as a whole is going to see a lot of problems. This deck as a whole is going to make people quit the game, and this deck as a whole, just a lot of people just not gonna really want to fucking play against this shit. I mean, y'all thought Blackbeard's bad. This deck is literally play this card and win. That's pretty much what it is. You pretty much only lose to like aggro or a skilled ace player, but even though playing the red blue ace, you have to be a shice ass pilot to really be even able to even compete against a good player using Imu. Let's go ahead and see what the streets is saying. Okay, it is thematically well made, but it's kind of anti-ethical to the game you play with others. The others play as to basically work against the clock. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. If you guys cannot beat this deck before it gets to this card right here, the game's pretty much over. You might as well go ahead and pack up your deck, your water bottle, and your hentai mat, because it's Jove. It's over. Absolutely donezo. Okay, so yeah, that's just a quick look. I'm telling you, I'm not like everybody else hyping you this bullshit. I'm telling you the real. I've been playing against the deck for 2 or 3 months, and I'm telling you, this deck is toxic as hell. This may go the route of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where cards have omni immunity to being removed, so cards are released that say ignore the effects of target cards and remove it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This deck, it's not even just this deck. The problem is it's the power creep. I don't understand why we're getting so much power creep when we have set rotation. Well, like it's either one or the other. It's either we're gonna have crazy power creep like Yu-Gi-Oh! Every single set, like what this comment just said, or we're just gonna have set rotation. Okay, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I just don't understand why we have set rotation unless if the power scale is gonna be like this. It truthfully just doesn't make any sense to me. Let's go ahead and keep on going. Basically, this is going to create a power creep issue all on its own. Blackbeard Pirates cards are the only ones who can mess with it, and those are in respective colors as per usual in the game. And that's another thing too. Blackbeard can be the only one to interact with this leader, and it's also a black deck. So like I'm telling you guys, and what makes it worse too is that even out of the most recent sets, it feels like they're pushing. It's either play the new set, play the new Luffy, Roger, Ace, or Imu, or pretty much just play Zoro from the last set or lose. Those are pretty much the top 4 decks at the moment, which is also shitty as well. The only 2 healthy ways I could imagine them printing meaningful counterplay to Imu are Grave Hate and Stage Destruction. Like look, that's what I'm telling you. There is no stage restrictions or anything like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. The only way to, you know, counter this, bro, we're not talking about how to counter it in future sets. How are we going to play this when it first comes out? That's the problem that we're having. Yellow has the most stage destruction at 4 cards, 1 cost stage only. Red has 1 card, and that's another thing too. I don't understand. I've been saying this for a long ass minute. We need stage destruction. I don't understand why stage destruction is not in the game. They made stage destruction in Imu. And that's the thing too. They made just stage destruction in Imu. So if you guys want some stage removal, just play Imu, forcing you to play the new set, which I honestly think is the most shittiest thing they could possibly do. And that's a fact, not an opinion. So let's just keep on going. This guy's posted a random card. I don't want to see none of these random, you know, bottom of your toy chest ass cards. Oh, look at this. This counter. No, the fuck it doesn't. No one's even going to even play this. Let's just keep on going. I think you nailed it on the head and said it way better than I could have. I think the deck is conceptually very cool, but wonder if it sort of spells the end of the game as we currently know it. And that's the thing too. When this deck comes out, a lot of people are quitting. I could just see by the fucking numbers. Some of your biggest YouTubers, unless you're doing like a meta report or a market watch, bro, numbers are down in this game when it comes to just people interested in it, because set rotation, power creep, can't play your previous decks, the tournaments are shit at the Bandai Card Fest, motherfuckers cheating, like there's so many things going on. People are just saying fuck it, I'm just gonna go to I'm not gonna play, or I'm gonna just go play something else. The only people that's truly playing the game is like if you whip the gang, you know, the gang's still playing it. I mean, especially in the Discord. I just found out a couple of my people doing webcam tournaments and everything. It's shit crazy. The biggest problem with Imu is if it's unbeatable. How do you ban something to make it better? You can't ban any of the elders or the 10 costs without effectively banning the leader. There is also such little deck building decisions, and new cards are unlikely to be played in it. It is essentially a custom design deck with a handful of cards that can be switched out. Exactly. Super easy to play at base level, but has a crazy skill ceiling. You will lose. Well, that's the thing. At the highest skill ceiling, let's talk about the highest skill ceiling. A lot of people be saying, I saw a couple people in my comments saying, oh, well, the deck is a lot harder. It's easy to play. Okay, let's talk about the highest skill ceiling right now. Let's talk about the highest skilling. At the highest skill ceiling, what matches against Imu? The only other deck that can't even come close is Red Blue Ace. Outside of Red Blue Ace, if you're playing this at the best of your capabilities, the highest skill ceiling, what checks this deck? What is the counter to this deck? There is no counter. That's how strong this deck is. At the highest skill ceiling of this particular deck, this deck can quite possibly be a tier 0 deck, truthfully. Unless you deliberately run a deck purposely going to counter this deck. If you're just playing a random deck you just want to play, you're not deliberately trying to play a counter deck into this, which I still think is another form of bullshit in order for you to how to play the game. I feel like you shouldn't have to pick a random deck just to beat the first deck, and you can't play the deck you want to play. I think that's trash. There is no counterplay. This is going to be a tier 0 deck at the highest skill ceiling. So even when people say, oh, it's basic, easy to play, at the highest skill ceiling, this is a tier 0 deck. Okay, you will loop through your whole deck and in any non-aggro matchup, so you have to be very aware of what you grab and how you stack at any point. And there's another thing too, this card game is not hard for it to be a high skill ceiling deck. This card game, like, I hate when people say, oh, you know, the deck is so hard. Bro, this game in general is fucking free. Okay, it's easy. Only deck that I really see that's really hard or complicated is BY Luffy and GY Law. And maybe Red Blue Ace, maybe, but if then, I still think Green Yellow Law and BY Luffy still the hardest decks in the game to play still to this day. So even when you guys do try to mention high skill ceiling this deck, this whole game in its entirety is free. Most matchups through Imu doesn't have to do anything but play blocker on curve until 10, where Imu just wins, and that type of clock is, look, I'm telling you, just being able to just lose on 10 is trash. Y'all watch when this set comes out. Let's keep on going. Very strong in OP13 meta. Check Gum GG and you'll see that it's really popular and strong. This Roger and Ace will be the top decks, with Zoro and Red Green Luffy coming in next. So let's see. Roger OP13, Ace OP13, Imu OP13, Zoro OP12, R Green Luffy OP13. So pretty much you buy the best set or you just lose type shit. That's just what it is. I don't know if Roger will be. Well, I'm gonna tell you all this right now. You must not do your research, because if you look at statistics, Roger is a top 5 deck right now. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You gotta, like, when you guys are on Reddit, make sure you just take what people be saying with a grain of salt. A lot of motherfuckers don't know what they talk about. I hate how uninteractive the board is at all times, and how strong the board flood is. I'd be okay with the deck if the 7 card stage didn't exist. It's designed like a Yu-Gi-Oh card for crying out loud. It is. It's called set rotation. I think that's what it is. I think it's a set rotation where you play the card, you bring a card from your deck into the field spell area. That's pretty much what this deck automatically, you don't even need to place a set rotation. It just automatically in the leader, it just comes out. So yeah, I agree. The game has no more control or interactions. People are happy they banned Ice Age and such, but when they print non-removable cards, it makes it pointless. I despise these type of card interactions. Exactly. So you guys are bitching about Ice Age, Gekkomori, then they print something that nothing can be affected. So what was the point of even banning it to the first place? Could somebody give me an answer to that? I would like to know.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Okay, we got a lot of pussy motherfuckers out here crying about what they're losing to, and then they print this, and then the same motherfuckers crying, bitching about the cards that still shouldn't even be banned. They just leave the game, which that pisses me off. No way y'all gonna sit up here pitching, you know, sitting down on the toilet while you take a piss, head ass type of motherfucker you are. You gonna be bitching. You get the cards that everybody else uses banned, and then all of a sudden they come out with this broken shit. You can't take it, then you just leave. So you just got our cards banned for literally no reason.
I said, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, we already been recording this for like 10 minutes. Me before watching episode 1114. I'm gonna tell you right now this too. If you guys are not caught up with the anime, this deck pretty much spoiled a lot of the things for you. Regardless of anyone's opinion, it's definitely going to be the hated leader of the meta, even more so than Roger. I'm telling you, let's keep on going. I have been playing this deck since release here in Japan. Let me tell you that the deck is awesome because you can literally turn off your brain and win. You just hold, and once you reach 10 Dan, it's GG. I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna leave off on this because this is a person from Japan, and he pretty much just said this is a brain dead deck, and all you gotta do is wait till 10 and you win. And most decks aren't winning in 10 by 10 Dan, unless you're playing like a crazy rush deck. Okay. Look, this is all I got. I just wanted some feedback on this. I just wanted some feedback on this particular this deck here. Imu kind of busted. It's another count to 10 deck. I'm skipping OP12. This is actually going to be a look. Actually, this is going to be on the thumbnail. Let's keep on going. Where was that post at? That shit's gonna be on the thumbnail. I don't know who you are, Jade, but you just earned yourself a thumbnail pick. Okay. Let me just scroll to you here. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, right here. Right here. So we're gonna leave off right here. This is it. It's another count to 10 deck. I'm skipping OP13. It's already coming in. I'm telling you, OP13, a lot of people are gonna quit, and it's Christmas time on the well, bro. I could already see it. One Piece card game with this type of set design is going downhill. I'm not really with it. I'll probably have another video within a couple of days. Been kind of busy with work, but I want to know some discussion with Imu, which is OP13, because the way the game is going, I think it's I don't know, bro. It might be Joe, bro. I don't know. Let's just talk about it. That's all I got. Tell me below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But look, before I go, just feeling the vibes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll go.